Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we have the Kubota RTV 520, which is a gas model, and today we're going to be doing the oil change as well as checking tire pressure, coolant, and see if the spark plug gap is okay. We're at about 300 hours, so it's just about time, a little over 300, so it's almost time for a second oil change. Let's get started. You're going to come over here and you're going to lift the latch. The other side's already taken off. There's also another latch over there. And you're going to expose the engine right here. And you're just going to open the fill plug right here. By the way, this is the dipstick right here for the oil itself. As you're looking at it from the driver's side. Alright, so under the wheel well on the driver's side, you're going to come down here. Already got the light set up. And you're going to see two cutouts right here. You're going to go to this first one, and with the 14 millimeter socket and ratchet, going to go ahead and loosen that up. Me, I like using power tools, so as always. Okay, and there's your oil. On the side of the wheel well over here, you'll see your oil filter. You don't have to remove this. I mainly did it so you guys can see clearly what I'm doing. And while the oil's draining, I'm going to go ahead and put my oil filter pliers, and we're going to loosen the oil filter. And there's the oil filter. Alright guys, here we have the part number. Right here, you're going to open up your filter. We're just going to lube up the ring. Just going to put a little bit of oil around it. By the way, in the manual for this application, found that 10W30 was the best. Okay, on the side of the wheel well again. We're going to go spin it hand tight. It is recommended that you change the crush washer. So he already matched up one with my kit. We're going to go ahead and throw that back on. Back down here, we're going to go ahead and put our drain plug back in. And I am not sure on the torque specs on this. I'm just going to go a little snug. Oil capacity for this Kubota will be 1.43 quarts with the change of an oil filter. And I'm going to go on this side and check our oil level. Clean it up. Put it back in. Oh yeah, right on the dot right now. Oil cap back in. Then we're going to start it. Then we're going to check our oil level one last time. And yeah, we're right on the dot. Alright, if you're still missing a little bit, go ahead and top it off. And we're going to move on to the next part, which is a spark plug located right here. We're just going to have to take this out so we can get to it. And then right here, you're going to get your, there's your spark plug. That was a 5/8 socket. Gap is 24 hundredths of an inch. I believe that's how you say it. Or 0.6 millimeters, which we are right on spec. I'm going to go ahead and put it back. Torque spec is 19 to 22 foot-pounds. For our other spark plug is right here. So we're going to move this wiring harness out of the way, and you'll be able to see the other wire. Pull that out, and our spark plug is right there. And there's the other spark plug. Looks like we're right on the dot on this one as well. And back in it goes. 19 to 22 foot-pounds. Let's put our cable back on. Make sure they're both on. And let's put our connectors back. Alright guys, I removed the fender cover to expose our coolant bottle on the side here. You don't have to remove it. I just did it so we can get a good look at the bottle itself. Before you fill up the bottle, you want to make sure your coolant is actually here. I'm not going to open it because I was just running the vehicle. So you want to make sure this is at the top. And then you can put this at the full mark. Now that we're here, we can get a really good view of the filters. There's an orange one down here. This is for the transmission. If you're going to be doing an oil change, a transmission fluid change that is, you're going to be replacing both of these filters. On a later video, I'll show you guys how to replace the fluid on that. Transmission fluid dipstick is actually this one on the left. I already took it out, cleaned it, and God, it's hard to see, but there's actually a tiny bit over the top. Not a big deal. Still fairly clean, but it's almost due. You're supposed to do this at 400 hours, I believe. Next up, we're going to check tire pressure. The information can be found in the manual, or if you lift up the little truck bed on the side, there's the information right there. We can see that it's 14 psi front and rear. I know a lot of people will say, well, I read four-wheelers and I only put 4 psi. Well, I don't really give a I'm going to put what the manual says. We're going to go with that. There we go. Right on the dot. Right there. Number 4. That's it for the Kubota RTV 520. If this video helped you out, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.